Everybody knows that Canadians love hockey, yet right now, baseball fever has infected the lives of every Canadian. To the point that even during the Maple Leafs home opener against their biggest rivals, the Canadiens, the fans in the building simply could not keep their attention on the ice. Instead, their attention was drawn to the baseball diamond. So with the anxiety building in the arena, as the Blue Jays faced the Yankees in Game 4 of the ALDS, the Leafs decided to show some score updates from the ballgame on the Jumbotron. And with each passing update, the Blue Jays' lead would grow, and so did the excitement of the Toronto faithful. And when Nathan Lukish smacked a 2-run single in the 7th to put the Blue Jays up 4-1, the fans back in Toronto erupted into cheers.
From the crowd, a big groan when they took it off. Oh, 4-1. It just, you can hear the crowd reaction to the Blue Jays adding 2 more runs.
And then they followed it up with a deafening Let's Go Blue Jays chant. The Leafs then used the energy of the building to take over the game and capture a win. But even after the hockey game concluded on the ice, the fans stayed in the arena and watched their Blue Jays get the final 3 outs they needed to move on to the ALCS. As someone who grew up infatuated with baseball and hockey, seeing these two worlds collide like this was pretty special. And I'm not even a Toronto sports fan, but if I was, last night would have been one of the greatest nights of my life. Not just because the Leafs and Jays won on the same night, but because of what the teams they beat represent to them. You see, the Yankees are the Montreal Canadiens of the MLB, and the Canadiens are the Yankees of the NHL. They both have championship pedigree, with a combined 51 world titles between the two of them. Meanwhile, the Leafs and Blue Jays have combined for just 15. And the saddest part about that is that the last time the Leafs won a cup in 1967, the Blue Jays hadn't even been born yet, as they would come into existence 10 years later in 1977. So the city of Toronto has been starving for any kind of playoff success it can find. I mean, just look at how the city reacted when the Raptors won in 2019. And sure, we can make jokes about how Drake sees his city as the underdog, but when you look at Toronto's playoff history, he does kind of have a point. So I guess all of this was a long-winded way to say that I'm kind of rooting for the Jays and Leafs this year. And yeah, I know Toronto fans have a bad rep, but if you had to go through what they've been through, you would probably be a little annoying too. Alright, so that's basically it. Now let me know your feelings on the Leafs and Blue Jays in the comments.